Hello, welcome. um, we're just gonna chat. Well, I'm gonna talk. I'm just gonna spiel. I haven't got any info on my screen at the moment. This is all gonna be just from here. We're just gonna go with it. 2020 has been shit. Let's be honest. World War III in January. We've had people die. Caroline Flack sadly committed suicide. Kobe Bryant was killed in a helicopter crash. Had the Australian fires, which have decimated Australia. Like, we've lost so much, like people's homes, people's lives, animals' habitats. Like, it's been dreadful. But the new thing is COVID-19, coronavirus, whatever you want to call it. It's taken the world by storm. Especially in UK, we haven't had the measures set out like France has in the last couple of days, where you are not allowed to go out unless you have a very, very valid reason. In the UK, in Essex, wherever you are, in Essex definitely, nothing's really changed. Everything's just super quiet. We don't have a curfew, we don't have rules set in place. We have a lot of strong advice from Boris, our Prime Minister, but we don't have sort of strictness that the other guys in Europe have all around the world. And I'm really sort of sorry to hear that. I know it's dreadful. If you want to go out and get food, or if you want to go out and just see your friends or family, you know, it's self-isolating. It would become boring after a long time. And not only that, you just want to be surrounded by people. You don't want to be lonely at this sort of time. You know, you want to make sure your friends and family are okay. But what I wanted to go in sort of from my perspective on this subject is being self-employed, especially in the music industry, gigging, teaching, doing what I do. So I'm self-employed as a musician. I teach at a rock school, I teach privately, I gig, I session with people, I work in my own little home studio. All of my work has gone. Literally every single piece of work that I've got coming up from now, which is the middle of March, to the end of April, beginning of May, halfway through May, it's all going. And it's been 2 days ago, on the 16th of March, Boris gave a speech advising people what to do in this situation, how to stop the spread of coronavirus, how to deal with symptoms, and pretty much if you live alone in your own place and there's no one around you, you have to isolate yourself for 7 days before you can start thinking about going out. Fair enough, if it's that serious, I get it. If you live with other people, which I do, you then have to stay at home for 14 days to sort of, if I have it and I bring it into my home and then other people are surrounding me, then they've got to have their 7 days as well. So that's how it all works. I get it. It's so bad. I've never seen anything like it. But what got me is later on in the speech, he mentions that now he advises that nobody goes out, nobody needs to have unnecessary contact with people. We just need to sort of stay inside and just wait for it all to blow over. This includes my work. Unfortunately, he's mentioned pubs, he's mentioned clubs, social gatherings, which is just like weddings and stuff. Like, even on BBC News it said, oh, if I've got a wedding, should I continue with it? And they're all like, no, like, shut it down, rearrange it, like, we got to get through this first. Which I understand, but it's just not easy for people who are self-employed, you know. My best earning gigs are my weddings, are my parties. The pubs come along, like, they pay my bills for the week. I've got my teaching jobs, which is great, you know, it's rewarding for the kids and stuff. But now it's all just going. Like, I literally have nothing. Since he gave that speech, I've lost pretty much all of my gigs in March now. I've got a couple which I can see are just going to go. My teaching regularly at All Stars Rock School is gone at the moment. I've got to go to a meeting at 9:30 tomorrow morning and try and sort this out. It's just absolutely crazy. And the thing is, they're saying it's going to get worse before it's going to get better, and I understand that. Like, the virus is still spreading. There was 20 cases in Essex 2 days ago. Now there's 21. So I know it's only a one jump, but it's the people are getting it, and it's not good. It's not good at all. I know the mortality rate is fairly low, but the spread is what's getting everyone. This is why everything's shutting down. This is why people aren't going out. And I get that to a certain degree. I really understand that, you know, like, people don't want to get this. If it is harming people, and, you know, the people who have health conditions as they have, like asthma or breathing problems, or if people are elderly, like, you're more at risk of actually dying from coronavirus, and people are. It's really sad. There's not much in place to help people like me at the moment. Like, I've got a lot of friends who own venues up and around Essex. They're all struggling. They don't know what to do. Like, nobody's getting any income. People aren't turning out, and they can't afford to stay open, but they can't afford to close themselves. Like, Boris won't close these venues because I'm sure it's something to do with the insurance payout and the way they're going to get paid if it carries on the way it is, because the government can't afford it. Like, the economy is literally crashing. Like, I know people work in stocks. The stock market has crashed 30% since all of this has come up, and it's just absolutely unbelievable. People like me, I know I'm privileged in the fact I've got a job I love, and even though I've lost all my work, it's still, you know, a passion to me. But there's people who are working jobs that have just been told don't come in, and they're getting paid, but they're also under the threat. They know that they can lose that job at any time just due to this virus. It's, you know, but like, big businesses aren't going to pay out to keep people employed and just sit at home, do nothing. It's fine. We're going to pay you. So people are worrying about that because of the whole self-isolation, and because people aren't going to work. People are rushing to the supermarkets. They're grabbing everything. Like, me and my buddy Wayne, we went to Tesco the other day and half the shelves are empty. We go there again a couple of days ago, more of the shelves are empty. And then he told me yesterday that he went with Chris, one of our other mates, and it's just fucking empty. Like, it's just like a fucking warehouse. There's nothing in there. And, you know, there's people like my family, for instance, where we're sort of thinking, my mum's saying, like, whenever you're out, if you see toilet roll or if you see like hand sanitizer, can you pick it up for me? And I'm like, I've fucking seen nothing. Like, I literally have not seen anything, because I would get it. For me, like, I'd think, fuck, we need that. I've never been in a position where I've thought we need to buy these things. Like, I'm going out now, and, you know, like, when I have like a little session at the studio with Wayne, or we just want to chill out, like, I go and buy snacks, but now I'm buying double of everything, because I think, fuck, I don't know when the next time it's going to be here. I'm a fussy as it is. People who know me know this. But it's like everyone's mindset has now changed. It's not just, oh, we're going to just see through this, we're going to get through it, it's all going to be fine. It's like, no, I'm going to look after number one now. And, you know, it's dreadful. It's been a couple of weeks at my local supermarkets now, and there is still no toilet roll for people. I don't know what to say, honestly. I've never heard of something like this. This has really taken over. It's a lot bigger than people think it is, but in the same way, everyone's so worried about it that it's fucked everything. So instead of being like, right, okay, this is happening, we're not directly affected yet, everyone's just gone fucking crazy and been like, oh no, we need to go out, we need to buy all this stuff, we need to worry about it, we need to, like, fuck off everyone, we need to stay. It's like, it's not worth it, man. Like, I get it, it's fucking dreadful, but the more people are worrying about it, the more it's actually going to become a problem for you personally. Like, for me, I've lost a lot of work, I've lost a lot of money at the moment because of coronavirus, which I'm sure is going to come back up, but they reckon it's going to be around the end of May, start of June sort of time. which is fine. Like I can see myself through till then, but fuck me, man, it's not going to be easy. You know, my buddy Wayne, he owns a studio. Like, his bookings have gone from like solid 3 or 4 bands every day, rehearsing, all good. Business is rolling, you know, recording sessions for him. He's lost all of it. Like, last night we were literally at the studio and there was not a band there, like empty. And it's the first time, he said, I think in 3 years that this has happened. Like, this is a big deal, but because it doesn't affect me personally, I can't see how it's that much of a big deal. It doesn't really make sense. Like, it makes sense up here. Probably why we're all fucked, to be honest. We just can't think straight. But yeah, if you've got any stories or any like advice for how to like get out of this, please let me know, because I'm not a fucking master on this. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just saying from my personal experience, this is ridiculous. What I'm seeing every day, or what I'm hearing every day, is absolutely unreal. It's scary. It's really scary, because we don't know where it's going to go. We don't know how long it's going to last, or you know what the repercussions of all this are. Like, don't know if the mortality rate's going to go up. I'm coughing now because I'm just looking at, But anyway, yeah, if you've got any advice, any sort of thoughts on it, post it down below, please. I'd love to hear it. I'd love to read through it and, you know, have a chat with people about this, because I see how me and my friends and my family are being affected, but I know there's people in different parts of the world or different backgrounds that are getting it a lot harder than I am, and I understand that. And there's people that are just sailing through it, like, they don't give a shit. It's just, life's good, and that's the way it is. So please let me know. I will start uploading more music-y stuff soon, when I've just got out of this mindset of everything is shit. And I'll see you very soon. Maybe we can talk more.